Now, of course, some could argue that ever since 343 Industries has taken up the mantle of producing the Halo games, they have made more missteps than good showings. But I'm one of those people now who have gone back to Halo 4 and realized it wasn't really all that bad, especially being the first game by a new company, as a lot of the mistakes present could have been fixed. Except for one. So just for a little context, Halo 4 picks up, obviously, right after the ending of Halo 3. Master Chief and the UNSC, Humanity, and the Arbiter have essentially won the war. The Flood are defeated, and the Covenant is destroyed, dismantled, gone. There's no more bad guys in the universe. So of course, 343, or even Bungie, would have had to come up with something to, make a game out of. It's hard to blame 343 for choosing to go with the Forerunners, because of all the things in the Halo universe, that was pretty much the only one you could go with, unless you wanted to just retcon everything and just revive every faction, or introduce some totally shoehorned in new thing. So in Halo 4, the big bad, the new primary antagonists of the series going forward, nudge nudge wink wink, that's not gonna last, are known as the Prometheans. The Forerunner military, essentially. They're led by the Didact. But now, all cards on the table, right? I've kind of always loved this as a concept. Now, of course, we've never actually seen the Forerunner military in-game before, right? Going off of only the technology we know the Forerunners have, i.e. the Halo rings, the Sentinels, the Enforcers, basically laser weapons. I think it's pretty safe to assume that their military would have been bonkers! And they really were the best choice in terms of enemy factions to go with in a new Halo trilogy. They should have just been this, unstoppable, galaxy-crushing force, right? Like the Reapers in Mass Effect. Just this, you thought you had to believe in Chief in Halo 3? You ain't seen shit! But now, unfortunately, this is just not how they were portrayed in Halo 4 at all. 343 basically went out of their way to be like, hey, do you ever wonder how the Forerunners lost the war against the Flood? Here's how. Let me make an example for you. Now, I want you to imagine this war going down in your mind, right? We have the Gravemind, probably larger than, we've ever seen him in-game. I'm talking, Godzilla Monsterverse Kaiju 500 feet tall Gravemind. He's absolutely massive. He's tearing shit up with his countless tentacles. He's engraved into the tectonic plate of the earth, right? You can't even get close to him. He can whip your planes down from miles away. He's surrounded by just thousands, hundreds of thousands of flood forms. You've got the Rocket Flood. You've got the Pure Flood, the Flood Juggernauts, those weird boys from Halo 3. But now enter the Didact, the leader of the Forerunner military. He hovers into the fight like Magneto, and he stares down the Gravemind from afar, pointing at it and lecturing it with some stupid rant about ignorance or some shit, and then presses forward to the front lines and commands his army of robot dogs onto the battlefield. What is this, man? Why robot dogs? What happened to the Forerunners' technology? Were they just on a budget during this war? Again, you look at the Enforcers and the Sentinels and that cool thing from Halo Infinite, whatever that was supposed to be. And then it's okay. None of that. We're not gonna build any, mini Halo rings like the Fat Man in Fallout, right? We don't got that. We don't have any of that. But what we do have are robot dogs. Let's go, baby. Let's go win this war. I simply cannot get over this. And I can't understate this either. The Forerunners that built the Halo rings, 7 of them, 7 Halo rings, and a facility large enough to create Halo rings, fought a galaxy-ending threat with robot dogs. Sure, there was a couple other random things in there, you got robot people, and you got whatever that's supposed to be, and that weird thing, but no, the bulk, your infantry, right, the grunts of the Covenant, your main soldier-type unit that you send out in your war are robot dogs. It just makes the Forerunners come off as a total joke, and then, the Didact himself, right? His armor is cool and his voice is cool, but his face is so weird looking. He's weirdly cute, but also incredibly ugly at the same time. He looks like a cross between Scrat from Ice Age and a blueberry. And then it doesn't help that they killed the Didact off after one game, but then his enemy faction remained into the next game. So, like, what were they fighting for? They're just robots. They're not like a sentient faction who believes in a cause. They literally fight for the Forerunners, and when all the Forerunners are just gone, they should just be in, like, stasis mode until the Floods show up again. It makes no sense. Like, why are they fighting humanity? Why are they fighting the Covenant? They should just be waiting. Now again, this is part of the upsetting part about developing a franchise over many, many years, is obviously the original creators wind up moving on, and then new people take it up. So the original intent of the original creators is kind of lost along the way. A neat piece of trivia for you is, so this is deep in the Halo iceberg, right? This is like bottom tier on the iceberg, is during Bungie's development on Halo, humanity was actually supposed to turn out to be Forerunners. And there's a lot of foreshadowing and dialogue in the original games to support this, which is really cool. And it's actually, like, confirmed, hard confirmed, in Halo 2's cut ending. I want to give a quick shout out to C3 Sabertooth, who has multiple great videos on the topic, kind of animating them and then reading off like the storyboards and stuff. It's very, very cool. I'll leave the links in the description. But definitely worth a watch if you're interested in, like, the deep points of the Halo universe. But now, at least we can rest easy knowing we're out of the Dark Ages, right? Like, 4 was a misstep and 5 was pretty bad, but, like, Infinite's pretty good, right? I liked Infinite. Campaign was fun. I wish they'd bring Blur back for the cutscenes. Come on, 343, please. Please bring Blur back. Come on, Halo Wars 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary are like it's the best Halo has ever looked. Please, please bring it back. Come on. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on the video. It really helps me out. It lets me know you guys are enjoying them. But this has been Craziest Kraken on Kraken's Gravemind, and I'll catch you in the next one.